Good evening. There was supposed to be a little bit more resonance to my voice when I said that, but anyway. Got caught in my throat. I don't know. Must be the anger, the pure frustration that I've been feeling over the last 15 minutes, after literally having a Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate livestream which I had to abandon because the people that I joined, and keeping in mind, if I find a room of people to play with in 3 Ultimate, that is in most scenarios literally the only room that I can actually hunt in. These people had terrible connection to me. They were French, I think, and yeah. It's hard enough when the person's in Europe, but I have every reason to suspect that person also didn't have the best internet connection. Or maybe I'm the one with the bad internet connection. Who knows? All I can tell you is that that was not going to continue the way it was, so here I am in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I said Copper Blangonga. I got arcs to, arc up. That's my best joke that I can think of. And here he is. He is ready to play. I'm sure he would probably prefer departing with 2 people, so we'll probably do that rather than wait. I'm just in the mood to do some hunting. I've been mucking about a little bit, doing a lot of things that aren't actually hunting, like organising for live streams that then have to be promptly abandoned. But I'll stop complaining about that, and I'll start playing the game. What's he got? The Golden Cat Hammer. I can't even remember what the stats of that are. Well, they will suffice. We'll put it that way. Yes, 2 streams. We're at this stage 2 for the price of 1. Alright. I should have everything I need. I didn't really check to see if I had everything I needed. I sort of did, but I could have been more thorough in my assessment. At any rate, whenever I do fight Copper Blangonga, I prefer to fight him here. I don't know why, it just feels more auspicious. I can hunt in the standard desert location in quite a few games, actually. This one, 4 Ultimate, and also Generations Ultimate. It gets a little boring. Whereas this location, at least as it appears here, is very much specific to this game. Actually, come to think of it, I can't even follow through on that misspeak of mine there. But, well, that's very good of you to run the risk of paralysing the monster while I wasn't even here. Although I suppose he's not especially concerned. He's got Hammer Host, so now he's all excited and pretending like it's a solo hunt. We do have some Remobra that are attempting to interrupt the fight. To my chagrin, I almost cannot believe how wide of an arc that rock throw was, but I suppose that just shows that it's been a while since I last played. Well, played this game anyway. Good old Copper Blangonga. He's a monster that I actually rather enjoy. Maybe enjoy is a strong word, but comparatively speaking, I don't mind it. But one monster that I absolutely despise is Standard Blangonga. I have absolutely no respect for that creature. Like Copper, though, pretty cool. I remember when I first saw his subspecies without having fought him, I was very disappointed. I thought that he was just probably a more boring version of Blangonga, because at least Blangonga had some sort of ice element going on, whereas this guy is literally just a brown fucking monkey. He doesn't have any thunder element like Rajang does, doesn't have any ice element like Blangonga, and so my immediate impression was that he was a half-assed subspecies that was quite frankly bordering upon embarrassing and a bit of a waste of time. But then I fought him and then I realised that he's actually rather well designed. I think they did a good job with him, all things considered. They took a boring concept and actually made it kind of fun. So that's my assessment of Copper Blangonga. I don't mind him at all. He didn't do the big wide arc this time, which makes me happy. Is he doing it this time? No, he's staying with the big... I'm going to give it its technical term, which is big fucking rock attack. He did the big fucking rock attack that time. The accuracy of my, what I'm going to call hip-fire bow shooting is pretty low because I'm using a legendarily shit controller. Admittedly though, among Hunsterverse players, this is probably about the sort of standard of controller that is common, but for me, I'm used to a little better than this. I do need to get a better controller at some point. It will happen, but in the meantime, I will try not to complain about it. I'm just drawing your attention to it. If it feels like I should be aiming more accurately with my hip-fire shots, it's because this analog stick truly is terrible. It's a special kind of thing. A special kind of bad. So I actually don't have a rapid ice bow on this build. I don't know how that escaped my mind. I'm sure that was on the agenda and I just never got around to it. And for that reason, I am using this bow, which isn't really a compromise. It is when you have the desire to use an ice bow but can't. Well, an ice rapid bow, but can't. But it's not, in terms of its damage, it's pretty good damage. Oh, you motherfucker, I'm glad I still had invulnerability there, that was just as well. Oh, goodness. I reacted expecting to be hit, and then was not hit, and then it ended up leaving me looking stupid because I'd reacted to something that didn't even eventuate. Alright. Looks like Arx is actually bouncing slightly with that hammer. At least during the spins, which I suppose is acceptable because at the end of the day, whether or not you bounce is reflective of the amount of damage that you're dealing, and incidentally, those little round spins are not high damage, so he's probably not bouncing in other instances. Nope. And he has done the I've lost interest walk, which is fine. Thank you for your contribution in the chat, Deca. It is much appreciated. See, I don't know, I just feel like it would be a waste to not assume that he's doing the big fucking rock attack. But consequently, every time I get hit by that stupid wide rock attack. I don't know. Not the best naming in the world. See how literally no one was going to get hit by that fucking thing, but he still chucked it? And he did it again now. So it's purely random. He's just doing his stupid wide attack at random intervals, so that I suppose it's more effective. Strangely, it's more like advanced reverse psychology on the part of the Copper Blangonga. Lulls you into this false sense of security and then hits you with the unpredictable fucking wide rock attack. Advanced AI designed by Capcom. Wow. I'm out of power coatings, but I do foresee this hunt not taking that much longer. It would be a lot faster if I weren't spending so much time healing from these wide rock attacks. Maybe I just need to stop standing anywhere near him when he's doing that attack. Well, anywhere in his frontal line of sight. And he's dead. Right in line with what I had foreseen. Alright. Don't know if I'm even happy with my microphone positioning at the moment. I've just made it slightly more acceptable. At least, I think so. Ugh. Beverage today is gin. Haven't had gin in some time. Oh, well, of course I have, but not on camera. The thing is, it's not that advisable to be drinking spirits when you've been thirsty all day. and I have reason to believe that I haven't fully addressed my thirst. I chose to attempt to address my thirst not long after having eaten. What that means is that you tend not to want to literally fill your stomach with water when it's already filled with food. It's a bad idea. You end up getting a stomachache and you feel weird because all your food is, I don't know, it's turning into a small natural washing machine. Analog washing machine. I don't know why I said analog. Because you can still have a mechanical washing machine, but my point is that, or a purely mechanical washing machine that does not involve any sort of digital technology. My overall point is that it's like getting a barrel and putting your washing in it, filling it with water and then shaking it around. That's a natural washing machine. That is what my stomach is. That is the really confusing and unenlightening comparison that I'm going with here. Hello, this one guy I know. My day is faring adequately. It's the end of my day, actually. It's 9:21 p.m. So, there you go. Seriously. Arx is requesting the Twitch link. This is going to be my response to him. Send Twitch link. This is after he didn't actually want any more notifications for when I'm going live. I might mention. This is my response. Anyway. Yeah, far too late. See, this is the point. You could have actually saved yourself the time that it would take to get to my live stream by immediately taking steps to get there. This is this is cringe. Always good to have an endorsement from Deca. Shut and post quest. Well, here's the thing. I haven't actually decided on what I'm going to do yet. Hopefully my cooldown has actually expired at this point. Well, expired. More like lapsed. Random hunt. Let's find out. No, you have to reroll because you rolled Crimson Fatalis. What a joke. I can't believe it. Arx, could you be a darling and do the random hunt? Thank you. Well, the command, that is. Oh, I didn't even know that it had been shortened to RH. How about that? The more you know. Save the Great Forest Towns. Why is it plural? The Great Forest Towns? How many towns are there that are bordering the Great Forest? Oh, RH stands for Red Horse. Yes, you do have an obsession with that alcoholic beverage. I think it scored 5 out of 100 on ratebeer.com. Something like that. So, Hypnoc, Emerald Congalala, and Nagakuga, but you see, something that is really disconcerting is the comma after Nagakuga. What else is there? Because there must be more, right? Nagakuga? And what? I'm sure there isn't actually anything more. It's just an error on the part of whoever typed that. Let's also find out if it's actually towns plural, because that's confusing. Is it towns? I didn't think so. What's going on? Whoever wrote this? Oh, it was Yells, of course. I'll have to let him know. He's fucked it up twofold. Not just by having this in plural form. Towns. I was like, well, towns? How many of them are there? And then he also was like, Nagakuga? Anyway, I'll stop being so judgmental. I'll go and equip something that would be fun. I can't fast travel from there. I missed my chance to fast travel because I'm foolish. Yeah, I always could ban Deca. That's always an option. I didn't actually see what you were using, Arx. I wouldn't mind using the hammer, but I don't think I will. Just in case, I won't use it. I will use it on another occasion. I might go longsword. Something... Do I have a general use longsword? Something like poison, or even raw damage, I wouldn't mind. I do have the Pirate J sword, What joy. Alright, how about I use the Wyvern Blade Holly? I don't often use that. Yes, I will use earplugs. Just for the Nagakuga. Then I will eat. And then we will play the game. I will actually appeal to the wider community. I'll ask them if they want to play. 2 free slots. In Gathering Hall 18. Random hunts. And obviously G-Rank. Although I didn't write it in my advertisement of the 2 free slots, but it is written in the room information. So if that's not enough for them, then God help them, to be honest. Yeah, after this quest I'm going to need a big drink of water. I think my food has gone down a little bit. I will stock up on my cool and hot drinks, despite the fact that I'm not going to need them. It's just good to do it while you're thinking of doing it. Let's put away these huskberries. That's an egregious misuse of my space at this point. No, there isn't. Don't worry. Arx is claiming to be physically obese. So much so that he will take up 3 slots in the room on his own. I don't think he's obese. But anything's possible. Hello. Thought I'd just clip the face there, that's what I was going for. Oh, that's a lovely connection issue there. What have you done? Have you dropped a... Did you drop something? At first I thought you had dropped a trap, and then it just turned out that you had pinged after having stood in place for some reason. I must have somehow muddled up your strategy, I don't know. Or muddied up your strategy, actually. There you go, that's quite good. I'll keep away from the head, sorry. Oh god. Yeah, finish doing your weird thing. I'm not sure why Arx is having, or is providing me with bad host. Maybe it's because he's watching the live stream at the same time. There you go. Time to cut the tail. We get a rare Hypnoc Mantle, or sorry, Hypnoc Divine Scale. Tail carve only. Sorry, not Divine Scale. Heavenly Scale. Divine Scale, I think, is the Monster Hunter Portable 2nd G translation. Jeez. You can tell I have not played recently. Losing my mind. Well, either I haven't played recently or I'm losing my mind. I think Emerald Congalala spawns here. So I will stand here and wait. That's the one thing that I don't actually like about these sorts of hunts. You have to spend some time waiting for the next one to spawn. Feels like a little bit of a waste of time. That was a cute attempt there, Arx, to upswing me, but... I don't know, you'll have another opportunity, I'm sure. Can't wait to have that big drink of water after this hunt. Alright. Hypnoc has despawned. There we go. There was a rather uncooperative back jump by the Congalala there. At least for what Arx was going for. And that was not good positioning on my part. Can't wait to destroy his haircut. And turn his hair into a literal bird's nest. Well, not a literal bird's nest, but what I mean is that it will take on the appearance of a bird's nest. In a big way. That was very good. That timed perfectly with the conclusion of the paralysis. It didn't interrupt it, and it didn't come too late. Oh, very good. I suppose he did save the live stream, but he would have really saved the live stream if he played 3 Ultimate, because that was the real problem. It was the fact that I had gone to play 3 Ultimate, and there was just fucking no one, except for a bunch of French people with garbage internet. Well, European internet is very bad for me generally. It's not the fact that it's French internet. I don't want to, you know, float that misconception. What I really want to know is why he still has his haircut. Did he lose his... He kept his haircut. I can't believe him. Can it be broken with impact damage? Maybe you need to cut it off. It would make sense, wouldn't it? That you would have to cut his hair. Well, I don't know. I really wanted to break his haircut. Disappointed, quite frankly. Deckard, the entire reason why I'm playing on Wii U, well, not the entire reason, but much of the reason why, is because the servers are not going to be up for very long. I will transfer to Citra once the servers are gone. Alright, I suppose we just hang around here for the Nagakuga. Well, you managed to knock the fuck out of that Mellings. I just heard a rumble. Oh, very good. May as well go for the tail. Reduce his effective distance. I don't mind it interrupting a paralysis, but I wouldn't want to cut short a knockout with it. And by with it, I mean the cutting of the tail. But we haven't actually broken it yet, so that will be some indication. And then a chain paralysis. That's very good. I can see everything right now. What? That's so absurd. Like, To say that I could see nothing would actually be putting it lightly. I didn't even realise what I'd been hit by until maybe 2 seconds afterwards. That's how little I could see. I sort of wanted to get a roll out there, but my greed took over. Really? How could he have repositioned more violently than that? Did you see that shit? That was a very well-timed flinch, by the way. That was dangerous business for me. Arx, your host is becoming quite shocking. This is... Anyway. There we go. Well, fun hunt. I really shouldn't be using any potions at all because I just get free mega potions. But I did only use one standard potion, so... Doesn't quite feel like a waste at that point. There you are. It would be very funny if you could apply paralysis to teammates, or sleep to teammates. Poison, I think, would be a little unfair, but paralysis and sleep, that would be really funny. Because you could see that there was a paralysis proc when Arx hit me that time. So, yeah, I would very much enjoy that. Maybe incorporate it into a negative skill or something like that. Maybe Demonic Blessing also makes it so that you get paralyzed and slapped by your teammates if hit by their weapons. That would be excellent. Alright. That's that over and done with. What's our next hunt? It shall be fucking Famitsu Cherry Blossom Season. That's a quest that I've not recently done. Just wondering if there's a common elemental weakness there. Not really. Not a good one, at least. Looks like we have Wise, Wheeze. Both pronunciations are probably acceptable. Alright. I do have to go and have that big drink of water, and I certainly shall, but I'm minded to depart on the quest before going and doing that, just so that there's less sitting around that the hunters will need to endure. Sword and shield. Although, do I have a raw sword and shield in this game? I don't think I do. I don't, so I suppose I'll just use Royal Rose, that will suffice. Still need to make... I don't know if the Shining Wyvern Blade is the best raw sword and shield in this game. I don't think it is. I think there's another one that's better. I forgot what it is now. It possibly utilizes Fatalis materials in part, I think. But I don't clearly remember it. You know, the ideal raw sword and shield of the game. Why don't I have any traps in my inventory? I just fixed that now. I suppose it must have been because of a past loadout that I had for a gun that I never then fixed for Blade Master. Come now. This sort of processing time is quite frankly prohibitive. Alright. Can't say I've seen a name like this in a while. This guy is Hunter Rank 6, which is unfortunate for him. Perhaps the indication that he was not in the right room would have come more swiftly if he had noted the fact that we're all HR9. No, we are not doing high rank quests. Now, hopefully I haven't spawned in the area with the monster. I have not, but I hopefully won't... I have! I may as well paintball. Actually, totally unnecessary. Arx is already here. So, I will go into this area, and I will hydrate myself vigorously. No, the Vespoid won't kill me. Just trying to shift my microphone so that the damn cable's not in the picture. Alright. There's my controller. Like how I have my hands like this, like, where is it? It should be sitting in my hands. Well, I'd have to go and grab it for it to be sitting in my hands, and I had not done that. Alright. Now I can't... Oh, I can get up. That was good timing. Just as I wanted to get up, I was able to. I will heal with regular potions. Actually, no. I will heal with mega potions because I get them for free. In-game volume is a little too loud. I'm going to lower it slightly. That should be a little more reasonable. I just don't want to run the risk of being drowned out by the game. I'm assuming... I'm assuming that this... well, couldn't even get the sentence out at that point, could I? I was going to assume that the shiny was also a mega potion, and I had assumed correctly, but it would have been quite foolish to say I assume that it's going to be a mega potion from this shiny, you know, 5 to 10 seconds after having actually seen that. So, there you are. Next monster is Congalala. Does he spawn on the island? I think he does spawn on the island, doesn't he? Otherwise, I'll just stand around here. It really could be here or the island. Both are possible. There he is, with his destroyed haircut. Not much of a haircut to be seen at all. That's what makes you the alpha male when you are a Congalala. It is having a fancy hairdo. Wheeze is going to the island. That's where I think he is. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, for goodness sake. I was hoping you'd sniff around a little bit at least. I can see that Wheeze is actually using some cluster ammo, which is rare for a monster of this size. Rare because it's generally not that good of an idea. But it looks like the cluster shots aren't way off target, which is good. It's definitely on target with us. Fucking hell. As long as it's dealing good damage, I don't mind that much. It needs to deal enough damage to be able to make up for the fact that we are getting hit away from the monster, because you have to understand that when we get hit away from the monster, it means that we're not hitting it. So, it's actually not worthwhile unless the cluster shot is at least doing as much damage as we otherwise would be if we hadn't been hit away, or ideally even more. So, there you are. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have been standing right there. I wonder what I should do. Should I persist, or should I farcast to camp? Because I don't have deodorant on me. Yeah, I'll just persist, I don't care. Challenge mode, I can pretend that I'm doing a heroics run with fucking sword and shield. Why? Why? You arse. I suppose he's reducing the amount of time that I'll have to spend fighting him while under the effects of stench, that's the word. That's a dangerous attack. Hurts a lot, to my recollection. I'm just trying to bite my tongue, I suppose. Hold my tongue. I just wish that this guy could observe the fact that he's hitting us away as much as he is, and then realize that his strategy sucks and should be abandoned immediately. But no, he's fucking persisting. Maybe this is the only ammunition he has to shoot. Which would be unfortunate, but seriously. Why aren't I doing the round slashes? Wouldn't really be expecting input detection issues in this game. Oh, fucking hell. I think if this guy just got some non-disruptive ammunition and shot that instead, this thing would have died some time ago. But instead he's being a fucking nuisance and shooting cluster shot on a small monster like this. Not literally a small monster, but a large monster of small stature. Well, I suppose you'd be remiss to refer to this fucking thing as a small statured animal, but what I mean is that comparatively speaking, it's a small, large monster. Anyway. His hair did break, look at that. Where's your haircut, mate? Not looking so cool anymore, are you? Particularly now that you're dead. And the final monster is Pink Rathian, who will spawn here. I probably shouldn't have used Pink Rathian's sword and shield to fight Pink Rathian, that will only enrage her further. Yeah, this guy shooting cluster, if he wants to use it for the next hunt, I'm going to respectfully tell him to fuck off. Or to choose something else, because, you know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll assume that he doesn't have anything else to shoot. while I watch him shoot something at the Vespoids to kill them. But you never know, that might be normal level 1. What do you mean banned? Since when are you banned, APEC? This is a sizable Rathian. Look at her. She's big. Her fucking head is quite high off the ground. That's a good indicator, really. Seeing how high her head is off the ground. But I can tell just from her physical size all round that she is big. She's a large girl. Ugh. Sudden and uncompromising running animation. No, you keep away from me. I'm still fucking healing from the first one. So you leave me alone for a little while. Goodness. Alright, don't get in there too aggressively, Doomlink, because you're going to have some legs moving in a forward direction that you're going to get caught up in. See those legs? Dangerous business. Very dangerous. Why do I even bother engaging? I'm either going to get hit by the monster or hit by the gunner. The worst thing is that when she turns around, because of that animation skipping that she's doing, courtesy of the shit connection, I have even less time, less of a window in which to hit her as she's turning around. Because she just goes into a fucking 180 run attack much faster. JK is not in this chat. Sorry, P-Berry, it's a bit of a who's who of the Hunsterverse community in the chat at the moment. Can I just say that Rathian's tail, when she's paralyzed, the tip of it looks like a fucking cockroach. I don't know why I hadn't noticed that until today, but if you look at the tip of her tail during a paralysis and the way it flattens and bends, it looks like a fucking cockroach. And it's disgusting. A pink, spiky cockroach. I'm actually tempted to stand closer to the head and attack the head even... Oh, for fuck's sake. Which then obviously invites more danger from the monster itself. But I'm just trying to keep away from this cluster shot wonder boy over here, who is contributing so well to hitting his two teammates alongside the monster. Now, I'm very familiar with the turning patterns of a fucking Rathian. That second turn should not have put her on that trajectory, but it did, because internet. That's why I got hit that time, because she made an impossible fucking turn. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, between his cluster shots and this lag, what a miserable hunt. Really. Miserable. Oh. I'm going to carve that Vespoid. if you don't mind. Shut up. The ultimate noob carve? Oh shit, it is the ultimate noob carve. Alright. I should have reconsidered that. So desperate for those Vespoid materials. Am I gonna miss out on them after all this? Yeah, I fucking missed out after all that. Oh my god. That's actually really entertaining. Frustrating, but funny. It's only funny because I didn't really need those Vespoid materials. I'm just a bit of an item hoarder, and I know that I don't have as many Vespoid materials as I would have other things. So I just went for it. Let's get this fucking cockroach. Aye! She's doing that thing where she turns way too much. Like, how am I supposed to deal with that? I knew it! I knew she'd come out with that fucking attack. See, do you see how I cannot actually predict where precisely she's going to be pointing? It just makes this whole experience so much worse. Anyway. Well, thanks for playing, Alex. I will do what I can to recruit more people. Oh, I may not have to. Looks like APEC has joined the room, so, well, I will ask if anyone else wants to play anyway. Mine Gathering Hub and... well, actually I don't need to. One slot for random hunts. Gathering Hub 18. Oh. Well. Apparently the HR6 guy was also APEC, which is funny. That is a very pained looking Rathian though. Got 4 Famitsu tickets there. To forge something. Don't remember what. Cold Chicken is actually lamenting in the chat that he can't play 3 Ultimate with me, which is indeed sad, I wish. Really. Next time. What's it going to be? Hunter's Fiesta, Yangaruga, Tigrex, and Nagakuga. I don't mind that lineup too much. I don't like the repeated appearance of Nagakuga, but we haven't fought a Tigrex or a Yangaruga just yet. I'm sick, also, of accidentally fucking... This guy is not wasting any time to post his fucking quest. What the fuck is he doing? He has some kind of inalienable right to post precisely what he wants, precisely when he wants. No one can strip him of that right. Oh, it was you posting it. APEC, I cannot keep track of the number of names that you have. You have to understand. Like, I'll try to demonstrate my point in a moment, but I will equip something for that. One sec. Let me... So, Yangaruga, Water, Tigrex, Thunder, Nagakuga, Thunder, / Fire. Fire being the primary weakness. I suppose I'll bring Thunder. I don't know what Yangaruga will take in terms of damage, but... From Thunder, that is. I can't imagine it's much, but I will bring Thunder at least for the second and third monsters. What's it gonna be? What weapon type? How about Lance? Not that weapon. Demon Lance Rajang. Alright, we have to take... So while it is processing, I'll try to demonstrate this. So, we've got... So in the Twitch chat, we've got APEC, right? He used to be APEC on Hunsterverse. He is now 10180, Karibo, and Freak, and also that other character that joined before that I hadn't identified. So Arx is keeping on top of the many, many faces and names of this person. I am not, really. But anyway. Yeah, and springtime, apparently. Hello, Playhead. I am apparently super chill guy. I don't mind that at all. I've had worse nicknames. Just for the sake of it, I will advertise the free spaces for this room one more time. Fortunately, APEC is asking that Hario guy if he's coming back. I hadn't really kept track of who was who. Tigrex again? What do you mean again? We haven't done it yet. Whatever. Yeah, I can see that Hario is the cluster guy. One slot for random hunts. Current hunt is Garuga. Garuga! I'm not going to literally sit here and wait until we've got 4 people. I'll just have a look and see if anyone expresses interest in joining, and if they don't, then fine. Oh, this is Tifa's ult, is it? That'd be about right. That's Tifa's ult? Because I can see he's calling him Tina, which is Tifa. And then he responded with also a non-pinging @ so I don't know. Presumably that's his ult, because he got banned, in other words. Fun Hunsterverse drama. It looks like the cluster shot guy, who, as I said before, is not going to be using that cluster shot loadout again, if he does join back. It looks like he's not actually coming back. Seems as if he's going to play with other people. Unless I'm misunderstanding the chat. I'll give him maybe 60 seconds. Oh. Apparently 2 ghost people just joined the room. Okay, he needs to bathe, I think, or bath. Perhaps both are correct. He needs to bath. Or go to Bath, England. Izuka Moonlight. Lady Cheesecakes. Okay. Well, and also Tigrex Scary, apparently. Well, this is lovely. If those people are literally non-existent, let's just go. I'm not going to hang around for them. Or try to wait for them to fix their goddamn loadouts. Not loadouts. Connectivity arrangements. Well, this should be a quick, easy hunt then. This is going to be one at a time. If it's in the arena. Hello. Garuga head on Garuga head. Again, that was quite a funny little flinch there. That didn't impress the Garuga at all. Now, like I said, I don't have much expectation for me dealing a huge amount of damage with my Thunder Lance here. But it's for the next two monsters that I have chosen to use a Thunder Lance. I'm going to aim for the legs just because I'm going to be bouncing on everything else and I don't want to trip up Apec on the face. So I will accept lower damage. Also, the connectivity isn't great, so I'm starting to think that the problem isn't everyone else, it's probably me. Or at the very least, I'm starting to think that. It could just be that everyone's got bad connectivity to me. That's the other possibility. I have no doubt that that was the problem when it came to the French people. Because they are on the other side of the world, literally. Unless Apec is also from Europe. Yeah, Yeon Garuga is a scary thing. The fact that he can make you bounce at purple sharpness is pretty nasty, but I suppose it ultimately encourages you to just aim for the soft parts. Good knockdown. I would like to contribute more with this particular monster, but this will have to suffice. So you can see the feet are soft, but the knees and upper thighs are hard, which is quite funny that those scrawny chicken leg things are actually... they have multiple hit zones, I suppose, which is weird. They may actually be treated as the same hit zone, but, like in terms of damage application, but different parts of the legs are soft, and then others are hard. So, well, that is to say, some parts are soft, some parts are hard. Ugh. I was intending to move forward while doing that, rather than just standing still and unsheathing my weapon epically. Like it's some kind of display. Alright. So next monster is Tigrex, which I will be much more appropriately equipped to handle. Apec is expecting to die now against Tigrex, so I don't know. You don't have to be so aggressive with your hammering then. If you're anticipating dying, it's probably because you're going to make it so that either the monster flinches or you get hit. That might not be the best way to go about it. I don't know why it's saying that the broadcast that I'm watching has ended. Perhaps the live stream went down briefly. If it did, then I apologize. The thing is though, if it says in my playback that the live stream has ended, oh no, maybe I never actually, you know what, that's what it would be. I didn't actually refresh that page since the conclusion of my last recording, so that's why it says that. That makes more sense. Right in the dick. Secret weak point. That's how you know that the monster is male, by the way. If you're striking the penis and the monster is flinching a whole lot, it means you've got a male monster. Which doesn't really ring true, does it? Because being hit in the genitalia should hurt no matter what. Hey Yamatori. Well, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm tempted to go for that thrust and immediately regretted it. Never give in to temptation, I suppose, is the lesson to be learned, though. Stop it, you prick. He moves at such speed that I can't even fucking sheathe my weapon. Even when he was in the middle of another attack. You know, by the time he had concluded that attack and geared up to hit me with the next thing, I couldn't even finish my sheathing animation. It's crazy. Oh well. Do you know what's a whole lot worse is the fact that I forgot to bring a fucking ancient potion. That's just really bad news. That means I have to deal with the Tigrex with 100 health, so I will try. Oh! Not a great start. I will do my best to, I suppose, not get hit. I'll be able to take 2 hits, but still. Yeah, depending on the attack, it's still 2 hits even with 150 health, so yeah. Why do I even bother using a shield, you know? I hate that fucking circular attack because it technically goes around your shield. It comes from the side. It's bullshit. Yeah, he's relentless. Very good knockdown. Might go for the tail. Fucking see, I tried my utmost to evade out of that. I have evade extender, you know. I haven't really been making use of it. I am moving with my shield up so that I can recover my stamina. Oh, you prick. No. But yeah, even with evade extender and like aggressively evading out of the way, he still managed to clip me there. Fuck's doing anything, am I right? Admittedly, I'm not so much a fan of lancing this monster. Absolutely beautiful hit stun though on that head. Makes my game run at like 5 FPS. And it's not a performance issue, it's just them trying to get across just how much damage I'm dealing to the monster. The earth itself is trying to keep up with the massive force of the impact. When I said 5 FPS, by the way, I was being hyperbolic. Very much so. See, that's what I hate, is that fucking turnaround that puts you on your hands and knees. And you're just trying to get in there to hit the fucking monster while you've got an opportunity to do so. You still end up on your hands and knees unable to fucking do anything. Goddamn bastard. That's why it's considered to be a little bit of a cop-out when you go ranged, because you no longer have to deal with shit like that. See, even his tail has a fucking hitbox like that. I can't go anywhere near his tail while it's in motion. I end up on my hands and knees. Like, fuck that. I'm using first aid meds. No, stop it. See, that's your... If he had remained enraged, I would have gotten hit there for sure. That's his special fucking ability. You've actually taken the time to find a safe moment to do something like sharpen or... He's dead. Sharpen or consume a potion or something like that, and then he's so fast that he just still manages to come after you. Anyway. I'm just not much a fan of using Lance with him. Lance is more sensitive to getting knocked on your hands and knees anyway. I think I started... Yes, I do start at purple, so I will sharpen up. What do you mean, what happened? Did you disconnect or something? That would be pretty unfortunate if you did. You didn't. Okay. Not sure what you're saying what happened about, but anyway. And the waiting game. This is my defensive position. If the monster comes near me, they get impaled on the end of my spear. I realised that I was interfering by standing where I was standing. I will now proceed to hit Dong of monster. Stand out of the range of the roar, and then try to close the distance from the side. This is really what I should have been doing the whole time. I just forgot my Lance strategy in this game. It's to really make use of evade extender to close the distance for the sake of DPS. But I haven't really been doing that, as you can see. Now that I'm doing that, I feel a little bit less shield reliant. I don't know. I don't know why I feel so out of practice with... Do you know what it is? The reason why I feel so out of practice with Freedom Unite is because I've recently been playing for Ultimate, which has been, you know, a process of reacclimation, I suppose, just getting used to that game. And it's sort of put me in a discomfort, or in an uncomfortable position when returning to this game, slightly. I feel like I need to be playing this game more frequently to really keep that in my muscle memory. I did attempt to evade that, but I was slightly too late. Literally, he had come to a halt. Do you know what I mean? I closed the distance, was in touching distance of him, but he had ceased moving, but the hitbox remained. That's how unforgiving that shit is. Fuck me. I shouldn't have allowed all my stamina to get used in that moment. I should have taken more rations. Oh well. the very tip of the wing blade. Nicely done. Better DPS in general against this guy. Definitely helps. Yeah, now that I remember how I use Lance in this game, it makes a bit more sense. I was floundering a bit early on, because I was just being shield reliant, and that's not really the way to go about it. You either evade through attacks, or use evade extended to create some distance quickly and then close it quickly, which is also very effective. Well, our next hunt will be determined, as usual, by the random roulette of the random hunt command. Once again, I needn't remind you of this, but I did get my obligatory heavenly, or in this case, well, yes. In this case it is heavenly. I was going to say mantle, but then said heavenly by mistake, and then realized, well, hold on, I already said the thing that I was going to say. So there you are. Obligatory heavenly. From Tigrex, that is to say. He's my companion monster for some reason. He always gives me his rare item. Alright. What next? To Lavazioth. What joy. Not 3, sorry, 2. Goodness. So something water. I may as well go to the farm. I haven't been to the farm during this recording. I usually just get mushrooms and honey. There's a lot more you can do, but that's a little too time consuming, really. Particularly when I'm live. Which is not to suggest that I spend a lot of time when I'm not live anyway. I tend to just do the bare minimum to get by. Alright. Alright. Strange as it sounds, I actually feel like using Gunlance against these monsters. I think because I haven't used a Gunlance on a Lavazioth any time recently, so the thought of it actually appeals to me. Let's do it. Now, the frustrating thing about the double Lavazioth quest is that it's very likely that you will have to deal with both of them simultaneously. Oh god, here we go. Shut up! Fucking Discord. I apologize. Two Lavazioths. Looks like we just got another person in. We have a pretty reasonable Lance loadout with the Aquarius Lance, which is pretty much the best water lance in the game. It's what I deem to be the best water lance in the game anyway. There probably aren't that many to choose from. Luna has decided to greet us by punching us, which is a very manly way to greet us. That's how you say hello to your bros, isn't it? Fucking punch them in the mouth. I'm quite sure that this Gunlance model largely remained the same in the later games, but in this game, for some reason, it just looks extra skinny. Doesn't look quite right. As you can see, throwing a paintball is enough to just excite him. The fish has been activated. And then he's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna flop alright, very effectively. As usual, my shield means nothing to these monsters. I'll try to open with a Wyvern Fire, but I'll wait until he does the flopping thing. That's the most sensible way to go about it. Wait for an opportunity. God, he's hitting me really hard. I'm not sure what APEC is pinging for, but anyway. If I upgraded this set, probably... Oh, I know what it is. It's my barrage piercing that's really lowered my defense. Because I was seeing how much damage I was taking through the shield and was genuinely concerned. And then I realized, oh, that's what it is. You and your flopping. It's like I need guard skill increase for his flop attacks. Which I do not have. I have no guard skills on this. Sometimes you just have to make that sacrifice. Hopefully we can kill this one before his companion arrives. Or his counterpart, at least. You can see the other one is here, but maybe he'll fucking relax and not try to join in immediately. You can see the other one just looking out of the lava. What's going on? There's a confrontation going on. Good knockdown. Very nicely done. Just before the other one joins in on the fight. Don't interrupt my sharpening. Very good. The timing, quite frankly, couldn't have been better. Again, I'm standing there epically unsheathing my weapon when I really intended to unsheath into a fucking attack. I don't really know why Levazioth has as much staying power as he has as a frontier monster in the mainline series. My favourite of the original frontier monsters, like from the old lineup from 2007, would be Espinas. He was a fucking monster. Really cool. It just, you don't really get it until you fight him. I mean, maybe if you watch a confrontation with Espinas, you'll get an idea for it, but the experience of fighting an Espinas really is amazing. Levazioth's got nothing on Espinas, and indeed, it was originally intended to have Espinas in Monster Freedom Unite, but they cut him from the final version of the game, which was a shame. And, yeah, I think that would have been a much better addition to the series, the mainline series. Yeah, well, Espinas being in Rise. See, I had actually forgotten he was in Rise. I remember someone mentioning it, but yeah, I don't even consider that to be Monster Hunter, so as far as I'm concerned, as yet, Espionage hasn't been introduced in a mainline series game. Fucking bouncing. Oh, I didn't even get my Wyvern fire round. Could have been a nice fiery finish. Too bad. Big Wyvern stone. It's funny how the different translation teams chose to approach him. The original translation team was like, big. And then the next translation team decided, well no, big isn't epic enough, we have to say large. It's just funny that they make that change. Although, I don't think... No, there must have been considerations given as to what was done in the original translation, because they wanted to have some level of continuity. Or maybe the things that remained the same were purely coincidental. Maybe it's because both translators agreed that that is the translation from Japanese. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with Frontier either. I've played a little bit of it, but not much. I do want to play more, but not dissimilar... It's not dissimilar to Monster Hunter Online, really, as to how it made me feel while playing it. It felt like it could have been more satisfying. It's quirky, but its quirks make it less satisfying to play through. At least for me. I shouldn't say that. I should say that there are things that specifically relate to character progression in both games that are both strange, but also... they're the kind of thing that would hinder your ability to enjoy yourself playing the game. I don't know. If I could remember specifically what frustrated me about Frontier, I would talk about it, but I don't remember it right now. There were a mixture of things. Arx is back, apparently. Now, hold on. Did we have 3 or 4 people that time? I think it was just 3. Well, that's quite a final shot. Look at that. Almost looks like a dinosaur's head. What the fuck am I looking at? It's crazy. Well, Arx, I don't think we had 4 people, so you're welcome to stay. Alright. Next hunt. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently, we shouldn't have been able to kill 2 Levanzioths in that time. So, I haven't been permitted to use the command. It's still on cooldown. I'm sorry, whoever the fuck thought that having a cooldown on Random Hunt was a good idea was myopic, and when they were informed that it was a bad idea and they still decided that it was a good idea, they went from being myopic to being insert adjective. Seriously, what the fuck? That's just the one thing that I've never been able to reconcile. Just that terrible implementation of a cooldown on Random Hunt. Like, what were they thinking? Anyway. Would you be able to do the Random Hunt? I don't think the one that Mad Tuss did was actually for us. Or maybe it was. Arx, would you be able to do the thing? Oh, he's saying that it was for me. Alright. Very well. Or is that Tifa's fucking alt account? I don't understand. Whatever. That's more interesting. Dengeki. It's a much more exciting... Although it is Kezu and Kirin. That's a bit of a combination. Alright. How about we do it? Why? Says Apec. Well... let's just do that. That sounds more interesting to me. Yeah, 2 Hypno came up, but you see, I didn't realize that that had been for us. I thought someone was using it for their room, because I did notice that while we were hunting, there was one other room that was using random hunt commands. So that did confuse me, but now that Arx has gone and done that random hunt command, I like the idea of the Dengeki hunt a little bit more. 2 Hypnoc, you have to admit, is not going to be very satisfying with 4 people. It's going to be over in about a minute and a half, so... or less. Not worth it, to be honest. I will use heavy normal bowgun. This guy has a very interesting way to request assistance from people. Instead of actually asking nicely, he pings them and says, "I hereby summon you." That's what he did just back here. I summon you. It's a very strange way to make a request. So what, if you respond, you're basically being summoned? Like you're like you're their lapdog or something? What the fuck? Anyway. The quest is Dengeki. Not urgent quest. Just checking if it has already been posted. It has not. Stop! Go to the G, girl, and stop going to urgent quest. Don't know why I'm struggling to do the simplest of things. There she is. Oh. Oh, okay. Look, if I can't see you... well, I can see you now. I was concerned that maybe I would have to leave and rejoin. How did Luna join up on this quest so quickly? Oh, he's joined up on the quest that you had posted. I see. Well, I'm a little concerned now. Because he is joined up on a quest that you definitely haven't posted because you have left and rejoined, so... that's definitely wacky. Is Arx in the room as well? I'll have to check. I may have to leave and rejoin if he is in the room and I can't see him either. No, he's not in the room. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I thought it was Apex typing, but it was actually Arx typing. You both have red names, I didn't actually check to see who was typing. So it was actually only Arx that I couldn't see. Very well. Hello, Simply Room. Yeah, I was wondering how the hell Luna had joined up on my quest so quickly. I was genuinely confused. Flomu, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. I don't want to forget the fact that I haven't actually set up for this quest, so I will do that before I forget. Needleberry. There we are. I do have my actual shots, don't I? Yes, I do. That will be all that I need. Albert. Arx has left, and has joined with his main account, Albert. What's going on, Albert? Well, he's attempting to kick the fuck out of this guy. I'm just trying to... well, I'd like to first explain to him that it's full. Sorry, Albert. It's full. I will give him the chance to actually leave. Yeah, there we are. Or did he get kicked? He got kicked successfully. Oh, never mind. Oh, God. How did that happen, though? Who is Mad Tuss? Is he even in this room? Hold on. So... No, I'm not in a room with this guy, so he just kicked despite never having actually been in this hall. That's not acceptable. I'm gonna say that that's a misuse of the command, and that shouldn't be possible. For him to kick despite not having ever been in this room. What the fuck? now he's excited. He's been enabled. He is in the room? Who is he? What the fuck? I'm sorry, I cannot keep track of you people with these different names. It's too much. I shouldn't be expected to keep track of someone who is simultaneously named Luna, Tigger, X the Borderline, and Gale Madtuss. And who is also Tina, who I think is Tifa. So Tina and Tifa. 6 fucking names for one person. Jesus. I mean, some people have to memorize things that are actually important in life, that will help better their experience on this earth, whereas I have to memorize 6 fucking names for one person so that I can play Hunsterverse and be able to recognize them. Yeah. Okay, no, Arx, don't, come now. Don't throw a tantrum, it's okay. Come now. I will leave and rejoin. It's because there's some sort of network incompatibility. Now come back. Let me leave and rejoin. Look, I don't think it's so much your VPN, I think it's just you and I failed to connect the first time. So I should have left at the same time that you left. That's the idea. So, I have left and rejoined, and as long as you leave and rejoin, we should be fine. Now, I will remove this chat because I don't want to look at it. Event quest. Dengeki G. Just knocked my mouse off my table. For goodness sake. Nearly popped my shoulder out trying to pick up my mouse off the floor. Ugh. That would have been fun. Some viewing entertainment. Well, the members who are not ready should be ready. What? Yeah, that is a name, isn't it? I wish Utus would crush my skull. There's some other name that was similar to that as well that I saw. It's something slightly more sexual, relating to Utus. I have yet to figure out who Utus is. Oh, it's an anime girl, okay. The P-Berry's quick to look it up, to try and make sense of what's going on. Alright. I literally only have normal level 2. I am fully committed I'm hoping that I'm able to get both of these monsters dealt with all of my ammunition. I do, of course, have combination materials, so it should be plenty. Needleberries and huskberries get a lot of mileage when you have them at max in your inventory, I can assure you. Well, I will, if I remember to, check out who Otis is, and I'll inform the audience as to whether or not it's someone worth having their skull crushed over. My general feeling is that it's not worth it. Looks like we've split up into 2 groups. Oh no, we haven't. Just everyone's trying to find the monster. It was a little confusing there because, as you know... Well, it's probably me having connection issues at the moment, to be honest. Am I still live? Well, I'm still live, and it doesn't seem to be having a problem, so what the fuck? I don't understand. Maybe my internet's just being unreliable at the moment, I don't know. As I understand it, it hasn't actually affected my live stream, so... I'm not sure. It seems like it wasn't just me. It looks like everyone broke off from APEC. But I could always be wrong. Maybe it was me. I suppose I'll find out as I rejoin. Okay, no, that was a full fucking disconnect from everyone, so that was some major failure. There could be server-wide issues, that is possible. Well, I'm glad that we were able to regroup and it wasn't just me. I'm just getting paranoid. I feel like bad connectivity is following me. Which causes one to think that it's actually them who is the problem. While some of the emotes are, in this chat, available to use from Hunsterverse, don't expect the tag system to be there. Alright. Take 2. I don't know, well... Yeah, I actually will say that. I don't understand why you would use Greatsword in a 4-man hunt against a Kirin. That sounds pretty miserable, but I don't know. Maybe you do have a strategy for that. Oh, I forgot to fucking eat. I didn't just forget to eat. I, once again, forgot to bring a fucking ancient potion. That's something I keep forgetting to restock. For goodness sake. It's alright. I'll make do with my 100 health despite being a fucking gunner. Can't wait. I shall begin the long climb. I suppose the worst part of this is that I'm going to be stuck at 100 stamina as well, and that's only going to decrease. The burdensome existence of a man who refuses to bring stamina recovery materials. Yeah, classic Doomlink. It's a requirement, really. It wouldn't be me if I actually had some stamina recovery materials. Let's not hit the fucking wing. What is going on? Oh, surely. Surely not. How the fuck could this be happening? I have never seen such catastrophic fucking connection failure in Hunsterverse. I've never seen it. Yeah, it is DC gaming at this point. I don't want to do it this way. I don't understand. What is the fucking solution? We're all disconnecting. Well, not all of us. Apparently, Apec and I are fine, but... Oh, you abandoned because Tifa disconnected. Well, what if Tifa's just got shit internet? Is that what happened last time? Did you abandon because he disconnected last time as well, and... Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm at least going to eat. I'm not going to give up yet, let's keep trying. Does he have the German super fast internet? Let's find out. He's been pinged. Or his ping has been... Well, it's not. Oh, there you go. 100% packet loss. What happened? German super fast connection results in 100% packet loss. My ass, mate. Literally, I could wipe my ass with that. And it would be like sandpaper against my anus. Anyway. Unbelievable. Apec thinks that it's because it's a shit quest. Should we try a different quest? I don't mind, like I genuinely wouldn't. Yeah, well, look, Kidding's not great, I agree, but... Alright, it looks like we are actually going to go for a different thing. So, it looks like... what's his face? Tifa has done his Test der Internet It is internet, okay. Test der Internet Geschwindigkeit. Internet Geschwindigkeit. I know that I sound like I have a severe speech impediment as I do that, but the number of consonants that are just aggressively clashing, I can't just fucking read that off without pausing through it. It's just too much. And someone, of course, has typed it out as well in the chat because it's such a... Like, what a word. Internetgeschwindigkeit. It's the Dickheit. Internetgeschwindigkeit. I don't know. That's not... well, like, what a language, seriously. Okay. Fucking German Doomlink. Okay, maybe that was the problem all along. Maybe it was because Arx wasn't hosting. Arx wasn't hosting the quest. Now that he's hosting, maybe everything will go just fine. He got 100% packet loss because I hosted the quest. Alright. This time I will actually bring a fucking ancient potion. Alright. We are checking his connection again. What's it gonna be? No, we can't... I'm sorry, I'm not departing with him if he's just gonna keep... Alright, hold on. Let's just get everyone... Okay, and apparently he's not even connected, so... He's got good connection. Actually, that is good. That's one of the rare instances where Arx doesn't have unstable internet. Shockingly, his internet is more stable than mine at this point, which is great. And yes, Arx is technically closer to Europe than I am, which is why his ping is better. He's in Southeast Asia. I'm in bumfuck nowhere. So, well, there you are. Yamatori is reacting with LMAO cry, but the reality is that high ping is okay. It's unstable ping that causes disconnection. that's bad news. And it's not just that, it's also perceivable lag. Perceivable lag is a lot worse when you've got huge variations in your actual ping that's being reported, so... Why is everyone pinging? Get it? Am I just going to stand here waiting for the Kazoo to come, or has he actually begun in a different location? I forgot that we had changed quests. That's alright. I guess I'm going to use a heavy normal bowgun on a Blangonga, which is fine. Did I say change locations instead of changed quests? Probably. That's not what I meant to say. Oh, this is brilliant! I mean, what? Fuck me. This is a great start to the hunt. Just brilliant. Who's hosting this one again? What the fuck? I'm sorry, I've not... Look, you guys can attest to this. I've never recorded a scenario in which I've had such bad internet connectivity in Hunsterverse, and I've never experienced a worse example, personally. So, yeah, there goes your stable internet. Do you know what happened? I mean, are you sure you were the one who hosted? Because if Tifa hosted, then I'm just going to assume that he was the one who caused the disconnect. What the fuck? What a nightmare. Well, no, I'm asking if you had been seen by the monster first. That's what I mean by hosted. Anyway. Good old Black Fatalis heavy bowgun. I have to say that, really, if I had just used the Lao Shan Lung heavy bowgun, it would probably be technically better than what I'm using, just based on its pure raw damage. It doesn't have as many normal level 2 shots loaded in the chamber, but the raw damage is crazy. But I still persist and use this gun anyway. Because, I don't know. I want to give this weapon a purpose. It's still good, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just the ultimate Lao Shao Can, as it's called, is so absurdly strong compared to the other heavy bowguns that it's almost pointless to use anything else. It's just got this crazy amount of damage by comparison. Yeah, man. Look out, Mum's using the microwave. Reset the dial-up. No, Johnny, get off the internet. No, Sally's just picked up the phone. Get off the phone, Sally. Anyway. Stop standing in front of the receiver. Yeah, like animals. Yeah, like an actual form of subhuman trash. Alright. What I do sincerely hope is that this white monkey piece of shit dies in short order, because I don't like this monster. I explained at the start of this live stream that I have a soft spot for Copper Blangonga, but I very much dislike this monster, and this is the monster that was put on the board, and I sort of joined with my sort of standard issue loadout for dealing damage with a bowgun. Generally works in most quests. And then I found out that it was this fucking monster. Stop it. There you are. Good to see. If you're sick of seeing me bring up the menu every single time a monster dies, blame Monster Hunter Tri and Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That would be my recommendation to you. Massive burn. APEC has a new theory, and it's the fact that it's in the snowy mountains that we're disconnecting. Maybe if we try another locale, it will be okay. That's it. It's important that we inform the rest of the community. No, what the fuck is the command? I thought it was add tip. Is it just... So what's the command? I genuinely thought it was add tip, I'm confused. What? Is it just tip? I don't think so. It's important that everyone finds out. Anyway. Once I am able to inform the wider Hunsterverse community of the dangers of snowy mountains to online play, or at least smooth online play, I'll be able to rest at ease. Oh, it's add tip. Just with an exclamation mark. Why? That is the thing that pisses me off the most. It's when you, like for certain commands you do exclamation mark C, and then for others you just have the exclamation mark. Why complicate it in that way? Anyway. Now everyone knows. I can rest easy. And I have imparted my knowledge on the community. Oh yes, I do love this screenshot. I want to share it with you all as well. It's quite funny. It's it's a very scary shot of a Kezu just leaning forward towards the hunter. Ugh. Very unpleasant. Okay. Next quest. It looks like it has already been generated. 2 Tigrex. Arx, do you want to keep trying? You've been sniped. Do you want us to get rid of the guy who sniped you, or... You let us know. In the meantime, I will try to equip something that will actually not cause me to constantly be on my hands and knees like last time. I could actually use an elemental light bowgun loadout or something. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun. Wherever that is, if I can fucking find it, there we are. I like this set because one of my gauntlets looks like it would be more effective in hurting the monster by me just punching the monster than using whatever weapon I have equipped. Just this gigantic gauntlet. It feels almost impractical. It feels like you would be at a disadvantage by having your left arm so heavily weighed down. But anyway, it's not like that sort of logic applies.